Best Natty bodybuilder. Actually, let's go with Bodybuilders. Top 14, and two that maybe. All right, let's see. What's up, guys? Derek, moreplates.com. Today we are going to be talking about the best natty bodybuilders according to Google, the search algorithms, and how accurate they are. Because somebody DM'd me and said the results are pretty funny when you type in best natty bodybuilders. So we are going to see indeed what comes up and what Google thinks are the best naturally achievable physiques, and go from there. And we'll see what I think about it. And I don't know, I just thought this would be a short, interesting little one-off video here. Best natty bodybuilder. Actually, let's go with Bodybuilders. Top 14, and two that maybe. All right, let's see. So this is an article here, top 14 natural bodybuilders and two that maybe, by Stefan Thunesen. Oh shit, this was updated literally 10 days ago. In this article, I'm going to list the 14 best natural bodybuilders in the world. We'll also throw in a couple of controversial bodybuilders who were not prepared to make a call on. Being able to distinguish a real natural bodybuilder from a fake natty is my full-time profession. Really? That's what the fuck? I've spotted many steroid users over the years, even those who claim to be natty. Equally, you might find some names on this list who you thought were taking steroids but are actually natural. How do we know that? Note, for a bodybuilder to be included in this list, they'll have a substantial amount of evidence pointing to them being natural. Almost every bodybuilder on this list has been accused of taking steroids at some point. However, on the preponderance of evidence, I have concluded that they are natural. Of course, in the absence of seeing test results, we will never know 100%, yet it's interesting how many people shout steroids and underestimate the power of genetics when it comes to building muscle. Almost every bodybuilder on this list has been accused of taking steroids at some point. However, these claims have no substance. It's interesting how many people shout steroids and underestimate. Did I not just fucking read this? Oh, it's the same paragraph again. These 14 natural bodybuilders are the epitome of what the human body is capable of achieving without taking drugs, although it's possible to look like these guys naturally with years of hard work, training, and dieting. It'll be a longer process because they have world-class genetics. I feel like this video might end up just being this one article. Fuck. Let's see. Even though they have achieved their incredible physiques without taking drugs, it doesn't mean that you can and I can look like them. All of these guys have a huge genetic advantage that, with many years of hard training and dieting, they have maximized to their full potential. I've ranked these bodybuilders in order from biggest to smallest in terms of muscularity. This has nothing to do with how good they look or how aesthetic they are, but simply their DNA when it comes to building mass. Let's see. With that in mind, even the smallest bodybuilders on this list are yoked. All right, number 1, Dante Franklin, 6 feet, 215 pounds. And apparently I'm getting an ad for a beanie and a weird French hat thing, which is cool. Dante Franklin is what some like to call a genetic freak, with his muscle building DNA being 1 in a million. If he were to take steroids and get shredded to the bone, he'd give any Mr. Olympia competitor a run for their money. He's got the best natty arms I've ever seen, thick pecs and a ripped midsection. There's no argument about Dante being natural with him competing in the INBA and NANBF, which are legit natty federations. They conduct multiple tests at random times throughout the year to catch any potential steroid users. These include lie detectors, oh shit, blood tests, urine tests, and more. I'd be interested to see exactly how comprehensive they are, because I'm pretty sure I debunked the fuck out of that in my Brian DaCosta video. If you're juicing, you'll fail at least one of these tests somewhere along the line. You'd have to be naive to compete with these organizations if you're juicing, as their random testing is close to 100% accurate. Fuck, dude. At 18 years old, Dante was pretty much the same size as he is today, proving that he was born to be huge. Number 2, Simeon Panda. Okay. Let's get through this a bit quicker. Ron Williams. Jesus fuck, dude. How is Dante Franklin? We're ranking from biggest to smallest, and Dante Franklin is number 1? Or are you saying number 10 is the biggest? Okay, obviously this is not how the fuck? No, maybe it's just angles. 5'11", 190. This guy looks fucking huge, dude. Okay, so Simeon Panda, Ron Williams. Let's see, Sadiq. Dude, The credibility is completely lost in this article. Sadiq has no signs of steroid use, including balding, acne, steroid gut. What the fuck is a steroid gut? Gyno. 3D delts or huge traps. On top of this, his vacuumed waist would be very difficult to maintain after several years of juicing. No trace of steroids on Sadiq whatsoever. Yeah, dude. Except coursing through his fucking veins on a daily basis. Jamie Alderton. Oh, this guy had pretty sure this is like one of the first viral like transformations that's on YouTube. Steve Cook, who has also admitted that he is indeed unnatural. But okay. Thurston, the saucy fiend that we all know and love. Anton Antipov. I'm pretty sure this guy competed at the Olympia many times. Rob Riches, a classic OG. And Ryan Terry, a top Olympia competitor who undoubtedly sauces. So this is a fucking shit list. Connor Murphy, the guy who stopped taking gear because of hair loss, presumably. At least that was my guess. Chris Jones. This is an interesting one, but I would have to dig into his historical posting a bit more to give a more conclusive statement on it. But this is this guy gets a lot of controversy in terms of his natty or not status. So, but that would be an interesting one to cover. Brandon Carter. Somebody who I actually think could be natural. Jeff Side, this is an interesting comparison here. Showing him at his, like, I'm pretty sure this is not his best showing at all. I'm pretty sure this is an earlier showing and not when he actually went to the Olympia. This is like early Jeff Side, or I don't know, not Olympia Jeff Side. And two who maybe, Mike O'Hearn. Okay. And Jeremy Buendia. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about at this point? Let's go back to Google and see if we have another list here. Top 10 best natural bodybuilders who don't use steroids. All right, let's see. Jeff Side, number 1. Okay. This guy literally looks like a fucking Final Fantasy character. Thurston, again. Dude, why is Sadiq in all of these lists? He regularly competes in the Mr. Olympia competition to show off his well-sculpted physique as he should. The guy is, like, do you even need to speculate? Like, come fucking on, dude. Jeff Rodriguez doesn't even have a picture, so I'm not really sure. Lazar Angelov. What do you think? Fuck. Ulysses. Didn't he like literally show up to a competition with Gyno before? Sergi Constance. What do you think, dude? Fucking obviously not. Simeon Panda, Mike O'Hearn. Come on, dude, like what are we doing here? Ronnie Coleman stands as the most well-known and well-renowned bodybuilder on our list, and that's with good reason. Coleman had an unusual start for the world-famous builder that he became. Unlike a lot of guys who start off in sports, Coleman actually started out as a police officer. It was his experience as a cop where he was regularly drug tested that inspired his choice to remain on an all-natural regimen. If you're somehow not familiar with the legend of Ronnie Coleman, you only need to see a few photos in order to recognize that he's an absolute beast. Moreover, this guy is the embodiment of dedication. Coleman didn't have an easy time at the beginning of his career, as he never placed higher than third for several years. However, he was not a man to be easily discouraged. By sticking with it and working hard, he started to win titles and gain a sizable following. To date, he has become Mr. Olympia 8 different times. That's impressive in anyone's book. A whole lot of people like to dismiss the idea of natural bodybuilders. Often they'll make bogus claims that using steroids is the only way to gain any real results. But we want to say that's dead wrong. The real key to becoming one of the best natural bodybuilders is a strict workout regimen, well-established diet, and the determination to see it through. So, something I would probably circle back to, though, is when Coleman said he was natural before going into I don't know if it was his first Olympia or which show it was where he was presumably, you know, he claimed he was natural until before, and I sort of speculated that the guy was like an absolute, like he obviously has the best genetics of all time pretty much as far as muscle growth wise in the IFBB essentially. So, you know, I speculated that, you know, it was possible that he might have been up until, like, I don't know if it was like his first pro show or a national show or what it was, but I would circle back and probably take back that statement, to be honest. Like obviously when he won his O's, he's not a fucking natural. And even going into the O, I would be surprised if he even knew what he was taking half the time. Like after listening to enough interviews with him, like I don't think he had a firm grasp of what was going on in his routine. So I'm not sure he would even know or be qualified to say when he crossed from natural to unnatural status. Like back in the 90s, there was so many weird like pro hormones and shit that were just like being sold over the counter. It's highly suspect that he looked the way he did at the point he was still claiming natural. So I don't think that Coleman, like I would go back if I could go back to my video that I did, the Coleman video, I would probably talk about, you know, the stuff that's over the counter, you know, oral stuff, like stuff that he may otherwise have misconstrued as being natural, where it otherwise is fucking impossible, in my opinion, for him to have progressed the way he did as a natural. It's a bit interesting though, because he is the genetic specimen alien walking among men. So you never fucking know, but that one I might walk back on a bit. But obviously, to say he's a natural in general, just fucking ridiculous. Let's see if there's any other ones. Let's go to images. Best natty bodybuilders. I think I've seen this before. This guy looks fucking insane. I would love to see his drug test results. Sergi Constance, definitely not. Batista, fuck, dude. Dennis Wolf. Obviously, these must just be thumbnails and not be related whatsoever. Callum, Steve Cook, Guzman, which the only one I would say is achievable naturally is Guzman, to be honest. Let's see. Best natural bodybuilder in history. Michael Hart. Man. Let's see. What else do we got here? Bradley Martin. Steroids versus natural. No, it's the same it's the same website that we just fucking went over the first list on. Lazar again. Whatever happened to this guy anyways? Wasn't he like super hyped up and then he just like fell off the map? Like he could have been a huge fitness star if he followed through, couldn't he? Like I would assume this guy had fucking ridiculous inserts if I remember correctly. Like from what I can tell, yeah, like I don't need to remember correctly, but the rest of his physique looked fucking insane too. But he had like Coleman arms pretty much. Or even like, I don't even, more like Phil Heath arms actually, like the fucking 3D-ness of them. Let's see, what else? Ogus, that would be an interesting natty or not probably. Let's see, fucking Jay Cutler. Goddamn Marcus Rule. Okay, so I think we're out of the realm of relevance at this point. Oh, this video is pushing 15 minutes already, fuck. Let's see, let's go into nattyornot.com. Wow, I didn't even know that was a website. Let's see. Here's a list of the best natural bodybuilders the world has ever seen. They are all massive, powerful, shredded, and before all natural. Okay, is this just a this is just a joke? Natty Maximization, a new book by Natty or Not. Check it out. The End, Natty Maximization. Trend, the tale of Ricky Violino. What the? Oh shit, he said he was natural in an interview? I didn't even know that.
In the morning, so I do from 10 to 11.
Well, I know, I'm sure back then a lot of guys said they were Cali motherfucking Muscle, Mike O'Hearn. Okay, obviously that's just a joke at this point. Marcus Rule, Branch Warren, Dana Lynn Bailey. I'm pretty sure she entered like a natural show after her Olympias. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she entered like a tested powerlifting meet, which might be a topic. Correct me if I'm wrong, because that might actually be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure she competed in something that was tested, which would be interesting because it's like, it circles back to the hypothesis of how if you bank that myonuclei by exogenous anabolic use, you probably retain, at least the data suggests that you retain an infinite, like a permanent muscle building advantage, as well as, you know, strength and any kind of additional athletic ability that comes from more contractile tissue than the next guy who did not have that exogenous assistance to bank that myonuclei up in past use. So you do in fact have a permanent performance enhancing advantage when you use exogenous anabolic. So for somebody to take something when they're competing, you know, retire and then go do something else that's natural, even if they're natural at the natural thing, all the shit you did in the past is still there. You still have that myonuclei present for muscle protein synthesis, to engage in muscle memory, to engage in all the processes that recruit those fibers. So it's not really fair if that was the case. Natty Graham. This guy rings a bell. I should probably, that looks like a good natty or not. This guy looks fucking insane. Serge Nubret, obviously not. Rich Piana, okay. All right, well, that was interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Which of the, like some of those in the list, okay, obviously this was just like a joke, but some of the ones are kind of like iffy, you know, like the Matt Ogus, Guzman, Dana Lynn Bailey, probably not as much. I don't know, who's this? The fucking Natty Graham, Dante Franklin. I don't know. Some of the guys in the list, let me know if you think are natural or not. What is your evidence to support your hypothesis? And All the comments help the algorithm, so they're much appreciated when you guys do that. And like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplates.com. Follow me on Instagram, at moreplates_moredates, Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I am associated with in the video description below. My TRT clinic, it's all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home. All done via FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, where you do your meetings with the doctors and get an individualized protocol designed just for you based on your own individual needs if warranted. And all the meds are shipped right to your door. It's the way of the future, in my opinion. And it is extremely convenient and helpful in these times to get a qualified doctor to meet with you without having to go, fucking drive to who knows where, or do a bunch of digging online and whatnot. Being able to get it just straight up on your screen, handed to you on a silver platter. Honestly, it is, we're blessed to have this available to us nowadays, in my opinion. So excited to bring that to you guys. And then obviously we have pharma-grade hair loss medications through the clinic as well. It's not just HRT. I have my recommended lab test panels for basic health screenings, not just assessing if you have endocrine deficiencies or anything like that. We also check general health status and make recommendations based on what may be warranted to optimize your current situation. And anything else I am associated with, it's all video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.